I'm already in live. Oh my goodness. What's happening here? Such a great start, guys. I haven't noticed that it's going on live, but anyway, I'm alive now. What a great start, isn't it? It's such a different start. That's what I could say. But besides that, today the topic is what I could say is can be a contradicting to what you know so far. The topic what I'm going to share with you today: why you are financially stuck because you don't know this one thing which you don't know this, and why you are stuck so far financially, and why you are end up in working for ridiculous number of hours, and how to overcome this, or how to avoid this if you haven't gone into the trap, or if you're already gone into the trap, and if you're already financially struggling, how to overcome or how to come out of that. That's it. Yeah. So whereas the information, the insight that I'm going to share with you is going to be contradicting to whatever you know so far, or whatever you have been told to follow so far. The reason why I'm saying this particular thing is nothing but it is so fascinating to me to share this information to you. The reason because even for me, I don't know. The moment I got to know, my ego kicked to me and said that it is absolute BS. It is just a fluff. It is not going to help me anyway. It is more going to make me to trap furthermore. It is not going to blah blah blah. But the moment I openly accepted, acknowledged, and realized, and being aware and get to know what I don't know by means of learning, that is exactly where my life started changing to who I am really now. But anyway, I am Maddie. Those who don't know me, I am Maddie Krishnan. Worked in a corporate healthcare sector in different countries across the globe for 23 years as a job, where I ended up working for 60 hours, to now in the past 3.5 years by jumping onto the business, whereas I'm now living complete freedom of life. At the same time, help my wife also to quit her job, whereas I quit my job in 10 months time, because as a parent, I do not just want to be financially present, but would like to be determined to be a present parent with my family, with my kids. And also at the same time, we family started living our dreamful life of traveling. Who doesn't want to be travel? Yeah, traveling for the past 15 months. This is our 16th month of full-time traveling, not only in Australia, living in Australia for the past 14 years, not only traveling in Australia, but also travel to Japan for 35 days, and also planning for upcoming overseas travel, because we do not have any time constraints. We can do our business from anywhere, location free, time freedom, and also creating the true wealth and true freedom. From that point of view, what made me to change, what and all the information that made me to change, that I'm going to share with you, because I was the one who was financially stuck for so long. The reason why I'm saying this, because we all have been told right from the school, in the university, because I have done the schooling for 12 years, and also I have done the university for 7.5 years to get my bachelor, master's, and specialization as a physiotherapist. So all we have been told is nothing but it's going to be really confronting to you. But this is what exactly, if you just keep aside your ego, if you just keep aside your past learning, and if you open-mindedly grasp the information and learn from this towards the end of this session, whether you accept it or not, it will just sit in your mind, and followed by that, it will start to resonate to whatever the hurdles or the trap or wherever you're financially stuck, it will just give an insight to you. Oh, that's what Maddie said. It just makes really sense to me. You say that. Maybe today you may not feel that, but if you stay tuned and listen to what I say, eventually down the line, probably within a month time or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months time, you will start resonating to whatever the information that I share with you. So stay tuned until the end. So we all have been, including myself, we all have been told by the community, by the society, by our parents, by the school, by the university, we all have been told to work hard for money. Absolutely okay. You may think that, right? Yeah. Let us at the same point of time. Just drop into the comment below where you are tuning in from, and drop into the comment below how many hours and how long you have been working, either in your job or in your traditional business. Because we all have been told to work hard for money. To earn what? Do you know the word meaning linear income? When we, at many instances, me and my wife have taken so many opportunities to convey this to drop this information, to share this beautiful insight in front of you. We all have been educated beautifully to work for money, to make a linear income. You may ask, what does this linear income mean? Linear income is where you work for money based on the time that you spend in your job or in your traditional business or in your brick and mortar business or in your self-employment, where you trade, you exchange you exchange your active time by your active presence to make or to earn money. And followed by that, what you earn is nothing called as a linear income. That is, the linear income is based on your active presence, based on your active time that you trade to exchange for money. Yes? Are you doing that? Drop it in the comment below. Yes. And as long as you trade your time for money, if you say time is money, what you get back is nothing called as a capped income. Why it is capped? How much ever you say that my income is too low, I'm not getting increment, my income is not getting raised, and blah blah blah, if you say so. But why your income is capped? Have you ever asked your question to you and to yourself, why your income is capped? How much ever you work, how much ever you do overtime or extra shifts or working for some ridiculous hours, how much ever you trade your time for money, why your income is capped? Have you ever asked your question? Do you know the answer? Drop it in the comment below if you know exactly why you know, what you know, and why your income is capped. It's simple. It's very simple. Even an 8-year-old kid can understand that, but we are not being told in such a way. Because what we have been said right from the school and the university, you must work hard for money. With what? By exchanging, by selling, by trading our time for money. But what has not been said to us, but what we know unconsciously is, can we say the time is unlimited here? No. We all, under the earth, under the sun, in the earth, we all have only 24 hours. Can you deny this? Everyone knows. That's why I said even an 8-year-old kid can understand this. Everyone knows what we have is limited time. And with that limited time, if you trade your limited time for money, what you get back is a limited money. Capped time, capped money. That is what the reason why your income is capped. And to increase your income, to increase this linear capped income, what you end up in doing is, based on what you have been told, to work hard, work more, overtime, extra shift. Yeah, you may be doing that, right? Are you doing any extra shift? Are you doing any overtime in your job? Drop it in the comment below. 1. And you may be doing that for so long, probably 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, right? Are you still doing the same thing? Is it getting better? Is it your number of hours getting decreasing? Or you are reducing your number of hours, or you're looking for more number of hours to work to make more money? What you're doing? You are looking for more number of hours of job or business to make more money, right? Yes or no? Yes. Because that's what we have been fed to us, to trade our time for money. And what you get back is a capped money, which is nothing called as a linear income. You may ask, what's wrong in it? That itself is wrong. As I said to you in the beginning itself, whatever the information that I'm going to, whatever the insight that I'm going to convey to you could be confronting, could be contradicting to whatever you know so far, because this is not being said to you because they don't want you to know. Because when you know this, that will become the game changer. That's what exactly I came to know. It was so hard to accept at first. I just put my ego aside and started accepting, acknowledging, learning about it. Then it became a complete game changer for my life, for my family's life. Because I'm creating a passive, willable legacy generational wealth at the moment. So, okay. So now what happens is, it's not only the wrong thing. Of course, it's a wrong thing. But what happened is, with that linear income, what we have done, because even including I have done that mistake. What we have done, we use that linear income, probably a one source of linear income, or two or three or multiple source of linear income. With that foundation of linear income, what we have done is, we have invested into a real estate. I'm no way discouraging, or I'm no way saying real estate investment is wrong. Yes, real estate investment is an absolute game changer. I'm no way denying that. Even I love that. But at the same point of time, the problem in this money game is, you are having the linear source of income, probably one or two or three linear source of income, where you are trading time for money. And with that foundation, with just only having the linear source of income, you are ended up in doing an investment in the real estate or dividends or stocks, right? You may ask, what's wrong in it? There's nothing wrong. But the problem here is, whatever you invested in the real estate or in the dividends, first of all, talk about the real estate. Whatever you invest in the real estate, I'm going to ask you here, is it the interest remains the same? Does the interest remains the same? No, it is not. You may think that, oh, I have a fixed interest. Okay. But still, are you not impacted by the inflation or interest rates? Yes or no? So here, the most of the wealthy people, or all of the 3% of wealthy people, what they do, they don't invest into the real estate until they make a leverage income. It means they don't invest into the real estate just by having only linear income. You must know this. That's the insight. Just by relying on your linear income, if you would have already invested into the real estate, that is what the reason that you are financially struggling and financially stuck and financially trapped so far. Just take my story. I was told, oh, instead of renting a house, I was told, instead of renting a house, use the rent to buy a house and pay the mortgage. That's what I have been told. And I was I was renting for around $1,500 per month in the place called Linbrook. And then afterwards, instead of, okay, why you have to pay a rent for someone's equity? Why not we pay a mortgage rather than that? So that we can own the home in 30 years. Yeah, I've done that. So what I did is, I bought a land and I built a home as well, where the mortgage started with $2,300 when I started, with a 2.1% or 3% interest at that time. Yeah. And down the line, in 5 or 6 years time, you know what happened? It became doubled. That with that interest, since the interest rate raised, and eventually in 6 to 7 years time the interest rate has doubled. So by means of that, I ended up in paying 4,700 Australian dollars per month. That is excluding the council rates, the tax, and the maintenance, everything. Have you ever calculated this? And no wonder, when I was renting in a house, that time I was working for only 38 hours per week. But within a 7 years time, I ended up in working for 60 hours a week. But still, I was so much struggle to make the ends meet. And thank goodness I haven't invested any other. The reason because I felt that there itself, I felt that if I would have invested somewhere else, many of them, the financial advisors, the bank, and so many of my friends told me, you must invest into the second one, third one, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But something inside me told that I'm just having this kind of income, and this income is not going to grow. Even if I'm going to invest into the real estate of looking for another 7% of raise every single year, that raise depends on the market, the place where I'm going to buy, and it also depends on the external sources, right? Where I can't control that. Whereas my foundation is only the linear income. Get it? Something inside me told that I am not here to leave my money game to someone to play. Get it? And definitely would have done that. Why I'm saying this? Because most of the people who have invested for the second or third home, I'm going to tell you one other wrong thing where most of the people do that. I'm going to tell you that. Okay, that's one. Stay tuned. Most of the people who are invested in the second or third home, thinking that that's an investment, ended up become as a liability. Okay, put it aside. The wrong thing what I've done is, and what you might be doing is, staying in the home where you pay mortgage for it. I repeat again, staying in the same home where you pay mortgage for it, thinking that it's your own home. As long as you are staying or living in the same home where you are mortgaging, it is not an asset. It becomes a complete liability. Again, I am saying it is going to be contradicting to what you know so far, but that is a problem. As long as you are staying in the same home of where you are mortgaging, it is no way going to benefit you. It's going to benefit the bank, but not at all you. It is not an asset. You may think that 30 years after, once you pay the mortgage, it's going to be an asset. It is not going to be. Whereas it's going to be a complete liability because the money is going out of the pocket. You may disagree or you may not. That's fine. You may disagree with that. That's fine. That's why I said it's going to be contradicting to whatever you know so far. But once you understand this, in fact, for me, when I came to know this, it was really confronting me. But once I realized, that's where I changed the game. So I'm not saying not to go and buy the home. I'm not saying not to go invest in the real estate. Yes, invest in the real estate. Yes, invest in your home own. That's okay. But not just relying on your linear income. As long as you're going to, that's a mistake. That's the thing you don't know. As long as you're going to invest into the real estate, as long as you're going to buy a home for you just based on your linear income, that is that trap. That is the reason where you are financially struggling, where you are financially stuck, and how many number of hours you do, but still you are end up in working for ridiculous number of hours of work, and still it's not ending up and still it's not still you're not facing that kind of benefits. You may think that 10 years down the line, 30 years down the line, you may get benefit. for less margin. You may think that 7% is going to be huge, but until the 10 years and 30 years, what kind of living, what kind of life that you're living, what kind of quality of life that you're living, and also at the same time, what kind of life that you're losing. For 10 years and to 30 years, are you going to just live only for the weekend life? Are you going to compromise your quality family time? And also, are you going to compromise your health as well? I'm not. That is why I determined to change my money game and change my life. Again, I said it is going to be quite contradicting because it is not being said anywhere to you. So, the choice is yours. If you're going to invest into your real estate, or if you're going to invest into your property or anything like that, do it. But at the same point of time, what kind of income that you're earning? If you're just going to invest into the real estate or anything like that, and if you're going to invest based on your linear income, I strongly recommend not to do it. Yeah, people say 7%, blah 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 things. But what happens is, down the line, you will get trapped and you will become financially stuck. I'm not the only one. There are so many people. I'm not here to blame any of the real estate agents or anything like that. I take the complete ownership and responsibility to learn about the finance, to enhance my financial literacy. When I learn about it, that is where within the 3.5 years time, I started living my complete freedom of life besides creating the true wealth. I'm completely living a complete freedom of life now, where the money is working for me while I'm sleeping, while I'm being with my family, while I'm traveling full time, and while I'm being a present parent with the kids all through the day, every single day. That is the game you must play. That is the income you must have before investing into real estate. I already shared with you at many instances and also in YouTube as well, Maddie and Sudha Pioneer Prosperity Movement. There are 3 ways that you can increase your passive cash flow. One is, of course, the real estate. That's the topmost one. Other one is dividends or stocks. And the third most important one is the business. The business where it can provide you the leverage income. There are so many number of business available. Either you can fall into the trap of traditional business, or you can get into the online business. Either of it, whether you're going to get into the traditional business or an online business, you must seek for 3 most important things here. Again, I shared with you at many instances. You must see whether the business is having a high profit. And the high profit, is it a linear income or a leverage income? What I mean to say here is that business which is having a high profit is going to provide you the profit based on your time or based on the investment. And what kind of profit it is? Is it a high profit? Get it? Because if you're doing another business, already you're working for ridiculous hours in your job or traditional business, again you're going to start another business. Yeah. And if it is going to provide you low profit, or even if it is going to provide you high profit, but if it is a linear income, again you will get financially stuck. Rather, you must look for it. I'm telling you about how to unstuck or how to overcome it. I'm going to come into the solution now. Before, I told you what is the problem, what you don't know, but now I'm giving you the solution. Or if you're going to invest into the property or something like that, find a business source where it can provide you the high profit leverage income, not another linear income. Get it? Because you must look for a business where the business is not going to provide the high profit, but high profit based on the time that you spend. I repeat again, you must look for a business where the business is going to provide you the high profit without relying on your active time in the business. That's what the business that you should look for. Why? Because your aim is to have a additional or extra source of leverage income. Because when you have an extra source of high profit leverage income, that is where you can live a complete quality of life without compromising your time, your personal time, your quality family time, and also without compromising your finances as well. Either you can be in the same mainstream of income of whatever you do because you may be passionate about it, or you can be like me, where when I started doing this business of what I'm doing now, I was working 60 hours in a job. But at the same point of time, I was so determined to make an extra source of income without my with less effort, I would say, with less effort. That's what the business I was looking for. Unfortunately and gratefully, I found the business because I was already hustling and grinding and working hard for money. I'm not looking for another hustle. Rather, I'm looking for a business as a business. Many of them, many of them having a business, thinking they own the business, but at the same time, they own another job. Again, it's a fact. It's an ugly fact. It could be confronting to those calling themselves as entrepreneurs, but without living with time freedom. If you're owning a business and if the business is not running in the absence of you, it is not a business, it is the name of business, but you're owning a job. That's it. That's a fact. So stop hustling, stop grinding. It's not going to happen overnight, but look for the business where the business provides you the high profit leverage income. That's a very important thing here. Linear income is outdated. I'm not going to get into the topic deeper, but you must look for a leverage income because the leverage income is a game changer. That leverage income is going to be not going to be, yes, the leverage income is not based on your time that you spend there. When the leverage income is, when any kind of income, if it is not based on your time, is it capped or uncapped? It becomes uncapped. That's the most important thing. Any income, if it is not based on your time, if it is not based on your active presence, it becomes what? Uncapped. Why? Because it can be scalable and it can be duplicatable. That's it. And eventually that leverage income grows. Whereas any income which is based on your time is stagnant because it is capped. Got the difference now? So now, before investing into the real estate or any other investment, you must seek for an opportunity to create a leverage income for you. Do not ever invest anything just by relying on your linear income. That is the trap. That is what you don't know. So the moment you start learning about all these things and by enhancing your financial literacy, that is exactly where your money game changes and eventually your life, your quality of life. That's the most important thing. What is the point of having a financial freedom probably 10 or 20 or 30 years later, whereas now if you are not living? What is the point? Being a present parent, me, myself, my family is so important to me. My health is so important to me. Why my health is so important? Because I must fill in myself first to give the best of me to my family. Many father, many dads and moms say that I'm sacrificing myself for my family. Why? If you keep on sacrificing yourself to the family by sacrificing yourself, how you can give the best of you to your family? Get it what I mean? Fill in yourself first. Work hard on yourself first. Invest on yourself first. Make sure your cup is filled so and overflows. And by means of that, you can give the best to your family. And you can be with the family like as a present parent. That's what exactly I'm doing. I'm so fulfilled with this kind of life. So, coming back to here, find a business which provides you the leverage income without relying on your time, because that becomes uncapped income, that becomes scalable, that becomes duplicatable eventually as well. That is where it is going to change the money game. And then afterwards, you decide, because once it is uncapped, eventually it can cross your mainstream of income. When it crosses your mainstream of income, then you decide whether you still want to hustle and grind in the same business that you're doing or same job that you're doing, or you want to get rid of it and focus more on this one, and you can scale and duplicate it. Then afterwards, probably in 3 years or 5 years time, then you go and diversify that in your real estate without relying on linear income. By means of that, you can furthermore down the line, in 3 to 5 years time down the line, you can furthermore optimize and maximize your time, your money, your energy, and your life. That is how all of the top 3% of wealthy people have created their wealth, not just relying on the linear income. 97% of the people like you, including me, was told to invest into the home or real estate, anything like that, by relying on your linear income. That is a mistake that you must either avoid or you must overcome. So find a business which provides you the leverage income, and followed by that, then afterwards diversify it. And if you're looking for more tips, or if you're looking for what kind of business that I'm in, where it completely changed my money game and also helped me to quit my job in 10 months time, and which helped my wife to quit a job in 2 years time, and which helped our family to start living our complete freedom of dreamful life by changing our reality in 2.5 years time. Whereas, as I said before, we are living a complete freedom of life, like 15 months. For the past 15 months, we are traveling full time. If you're looking for such kind of business, there is a link in the description below. If you're watching in YouTube or Insta or in Facebook, there's a link in the description below. Click on the link and get a free access into our free business masterclass, maximum of 1 hour. You will be learning what is this business that we are doing, what is it involved, how you can also do without being a tech savvy, without having any online experience, and how we are going to provide you the complete help and mentorship, one-to-one training to you with the Business Academy, and how it can help you to get a high profit leverage income and down the line passive cash flow, and how you can achieve the time freedom and financial freedom you're looking for without compromising your quality of life, a quality of family time. Every bit of the details we have provided to you, which is also going to help you to make a smart, informed decision as well. So that's what I would like to convey you here. Be open to learn and change this money game and live the complete freedom of life, because you deserve more. And your kids deserve more of you, not just your weekend life, not just your leftover of your day. Because I'm so passionate towards it. I won't say not only passionate, I'm so fulfilled in helping others. That is why my biggest vision, I have a very big vision to help the dad and mom like me, who are so determined and focused on saying family is everything. Who are determined to be a present parent like me. I'm here not only to show this opportunity, but also help them to prosper in your life, so that it's not only you making money and me making money, it's we making money. I'm in that vision. And for that vision, I'm in a mission towards helping another 100 dad and mom within this year. You could be the one among. Anyway, you're going to be 5 years old down the line. Why can't you learn and implement the strategies necessary? And eventually, down the line, you can also live this kind of life. So I call you forward to click on the link in the description and learn first. Learn first and discuss with us the possibilities. Take one step ahead forward. Live your life to the fullest. We succeed together because we are here to prosper in our life as a pioneer. That's why we are having a movement, pioneer prosperity movement. We succeed together.